All right, kids, here we go. We got a simple math problem here, and it says Nancy kept track of the number of push-ups she could do in Phi Ed. Find the mean, median, and range of this data set. So we want to get started. We got to do three things with this word problem, and I want to get rid of my screen, so I'm just going to do that to get rid of the shade. And I want to write some abbreviations here on my screen. And I'm going to use this abbreviation for mean, this abbreviation for median, and we'll use this abbreviation for range. Okay? Think of mean as, oh, it's a mean teacher. We got to add up all these numbers. So we want to do some mental math here. So how about if I underline that 6, this 4, and that 10? Okay? Because 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20. All right, if I take this 7 and this 3, I got another 10, and now I'm up to 30. I'm doing all this in my head. And now if I take the 12, I got 40 plus 2 more, I'm up to 42. Okay, and I have 6 more, 42 plus 6 is 48. So when I add all these together, I get 48. Let me review what I just did. The first thing I'm trying to do is figure the mean for this data set. So to do that, I added up all my numbers and I got 48. So that's step one in the process. Here's step two. We got to count the numbers in our data set. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let me double count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm sure I've got 8 numbers in my data set. So I'm going to take that 48 and I am going to divide it by 8. 48 divided by 8. At this point in time, I'd like you to pause your video or whatever and take 5 seconds. That's all you get. 5 seconds, divide 48 by 8, and then turn your video back on. Obviously, you should have turned your video back on, and after 5 seconds, you should have easily come up with the number 6. So our mean is 6. Okay, so just in reviewing again, to find the mean, first we had to add up all the numbers, and that's what I did over here. And then you divide by however many numbers you have. Now let's move on to the next thing, which is the median. All right, finding the median, we have to line our numbers up from smallest to largest. So I'm going to draw a set of brackets right here, and then we're going to start figuring out what. Okay, so I'm asking you the question, how do we find the median? Well, first we have to line up the numbers from the smallest to the largest. So we're thinking of making a train or something like that. So in my brackets, I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7, 10, 12. Those are my numbers in order from the smallest to the largest. Now, the next step is to find the number in the middle. So I'm going to cross off this one. 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 At this point in time, I'd like you to pause your video and then answer the question, what am I doing? Then turn your video back on and listen to my explanation. Okay, we are back. So the answer is I'm crossing off my outside numbers to get to the inside because I have to find the number in the middle. So now I'm going to cross off my 4 and I'm going to cross off my 7. I've got 2 numbers in the middle. How do I solve that? Add the 2 numbers together. Sometimes you have 1 number in the middle, then you're done. In this case, I have to do one more step because I have 2 numbers in the middle. So I do 10 divided by 2. Can you tell me where that 10 came from? Exactly. I added 6 plus 4 together. When I divide by 2, I get 5. So my median, my Q2, is 5. So finding the median is very simple. You line up the numbers from small to big, and then you start crossing off the numbers until you get to the numbers in the middle. Sometimes you'll only have one number in the middle. That's great. You're done. Move on to the next problem. If you have two numbers in the middle, you need to add them together first and then divide by 2. We're up to our last step, which is to find the range. The range is pretty easy. To find the range, I will locate my big number, which is 12 in this data set. See, when I look up here, I see no number bigger than 12, and my small number is 2. So I take 12 minus 2. 12 minus 2 is 10. The range of this data set equals 10. So to find that range again, what I did was added my numbers up, and no, sorry. What I did with my range is I found the big number and I subtracted the little number from it, and in this case it was 10. Watch this video as many times as you need to until you understand how to find mean, median, and range.